And we're live.
Oh, we're live? And we're live. Hello. Yeah, we're live on YouTube. I think that's where we are right now.
Yep.
All right. So let me casually pull my YouTube channel up, our YouTube channel up, because I didn't have it ready. I didn't know we were going live that quickly. All right. Yeah, we are live on YouTube. I got to share the link.
It's working, so.
All right.
We're testing this out, this new system. We might as well start before we get our first comment with talking about why we're doing this.
Yes. We'll probably be repeating that what's going on a few times as this kind of goes on. Let me just really quickly tweet the link, and we're live. Come join us. All right, so.
Oh, this is so cool. I can make myself bigger than you.
Oh, that's not fair. Yeah. All right, I've got the chat up. If anyone wants to show up to talk, we will talk. But yeah, so what we were kind of thinking to do is, coronavirus is going on. People are kind of in their houses a lot more. So I figured, why not do some more interactive podcasts? A part of me does kind of miss a little bit some of the live aspects of running Reality Hour, of kind of getting to have the people chatting with us, and I just miss it. So I think it's fun. Well, we will have our usual kind of show that we do every week, but we will also maybe do, even before shows or whatever, just kind of casual. Like I said, this is a very informal podcast, kind of a pre-episode kind of discussion to kind of just talk about the show, whatever. So how you doing, Eric? Eric is here with me. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Technically here with me because I'm the host on this one, but okay.
You could do the intro for this one, honestly.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've always said it. Like, what would an Eric intro look like?
It would be a complete mess. Hi, Gil.
Hey, Gil. If you got any comments, questions you want to throw at us about the show, why not? Throw it at us. We will talk. But I guess tonight we have the last episode of American Idol, which is pretty exciting. I gotta say, I'm very excited for this episode. I'm looking forward to the big names for me that I think going into it. We didn't see Arthur Gunn, right? Arthur Gunn.
We did not. So
I think Arthur Gunn, Genevieve. We haven't seen Travis, but I'm still kind of pulling for Travis. Sanaya is another big name that I was thinking. We did see Adriana's performance. Did you get a chance to check it out, Eric?
I didn't watch any of them ahead of time. Gil, sorry. No.
Intro, please. I mean, my intros have kind of like, I gotta say, since this is more of an informal podcast, doing the intros are the most awkward parts of filming an episode of Reality Hour. Like, we are kind of, Eric and I are just casually talking. He goes, all right, go. And I have to hype myself up and go, hello, everyone, and kind of throw it in there. And, it's fun. But podcasting kind of, you got to get used to it. It's a very strange thing, but we've been enjoying it so far. I mean, we're still doing it. We're still going strong. We've been doing this for like 2 years, which is ridiculous.
2 years? Yeah, actually, March was 2 years.
Yep.
February was 2 years.
I'm just trying to think. So,
I mean, all of my favorites are on this week, so I'm excited for tonight's episode. I'm not watching it tonight, by the way. I'm watching it tomorrow morning.
I will be watching it. I'm going to be live tweeting the show.
Good for you. I like Idol. I don't like it enough to watch it with commercials. So.
Yeah, but you kind of,
once we get to the live show, when I have to, I will be watching it with commercials. But
I get what you're saying, but for me, that's kind of, it feels into the mood. Like when I would watch American Idol, usually it's that time of the year when it starts. When you start watching it, it's light outside, and by the time the show is like halfway through, it's like dark. It's like all part of that atmosphere for me. Like I enjoy the like slow progression. It's kind of just one of those things for me. But yeah, who are you most looking forward to in this episode, Eric?
Who do I want to do the best? I want to see Michaela smash it out of the park because I think if she could connect with the song,
do we know what she's singing?
It's an if. I don't know what she's singing. I'm sure someone leaked it, but I haven't paid attention. It's an if. It's probably not going to happen for me, but.
Oh, we got a question from Grace. Anyone else fearing we might not get live shows? I hope we do. Yeah, we touched on this in our last podcast discussion. So here's the situation. American Idol producers are apparently thinking of ways they are trying to keep the show going.
Which is a mistake.
Which would be... Here's where I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking of it as a viewer, as an American Idol fan, and as a producer. If I'm putting myself in the producer's shoes. The fan part of me is saying, push it off till the summer. Let us come back at the full stage. But then I think of the producer, and I think from their perspective, what they're thinking is, in 2 months, no one's going to remember any of these guys. Like, you got to strike while the iron's hot. This is one of the shows where if you wait too long.
That's not what we're thinking at all. We're thinking that we have a time slot to fill. We have to fill it. So we're going to fill it.
That and the judges. I mean, we now know Katy Perry is going to be having a baby soon. Like, if you push it off, there's a chance something could kind of happen. Yeah, Grace actually just pointed it out. Is she's doing the summer. I think that might be the biggest problem. Honestly, I think it might be Katy Perry.
Well, I'm fine with replacing her. I'm fine replacing all of them, but that's a different story. And Gil, no, I can't watch with a 10-minute lag because I don't have a DVR. I don't pay for TV. I have an antenna thing that's I put on my wall. So.
Yeah, me neither. I miss the days of DVR, but that's like a thing of the past for me. Has there been any new revelations from previous contestants? Any new music kind of coming out? I always follow Ashley Hess from last season. She's kind of the favorite that I still have. Her and Lacey. Although Lacey, I don't think tweets them that often, so who knows what she's up to.
So a couple of new music things on my radar that I'm excited about. Grace, you first of all, Grace has put it into the world. I'm going to show it on her screen.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. Whoa.
Yeah, I can do that.
Wait, let's see. If I go to the YouTube channel and I go there, let's see. Oh, yeah, it's like highlighted. Oh, this is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Adam doesn't know all the tech features yet, but that's cool. Anyway, what I'll say is that there's a couple of songs that I'm looking forward to coming out soon. My favorite idol, Kelly Clarkson, has a new single out on the 16th.
She's a traitor.
Who cares? I mean, she's the only one who can join The Voice, and I won't care. And I don't know how she has time to release new music, considering that she has a talk show, she's on The Voice, and she has kids, but good for her. And then David Cook, my favorite idol, is going to be releasing a new song soon. And he did a live concert thing on Stage It on yesterday, and it was really good. So, those are a couple that I'm looking forward to.
Eric, I know we kind of talk a lot about American Idol. Any other shows you're keeping up with nowadays? Anyone in the chat? If you're watching in the chat, let us know. What shows are you keeping up with nowadays?
I'm still watching all the late night comedy shows. John Oliver has a new episode tonight, thank God. For the week we thought they weren't going to be doing new episodes, and then they decided they were going to start doing from River Houses, which I need for relief. So
I'm watching Tiger King, which is ridiculous.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it. I have no idea what it is, and I'm going to keep it that way.
It is.
No, I'm going to keep it that way.
Stranger than fiction is all I can say. Like, it is a ridiculous, it is an absurd show. It was riveting television. I sped through those episodes. It's a documentary, so it's not, but it's like told in an episodic kind of way. Like at the end of the episode, they're like, "Oh, this happened," and it's like, "What?" But it's really great, and I love it. I'm watching that show right now. I'm actually, you've never heard of the show, but I'm actually started to watch Death Note, which is an anime, because I watch those every now and then. Gil, what does Gil say, Eric?
John Oliver's a must. Tiger King is actually quite compelling.
Eric, I think you should check it out. It's ridiculous.
Nope.
You only prefer reality shows. Tell me if I'm correct.
I just said I watch John Oliver and lots of other ghost shows. I don't really watch scripted shows.
What have there been any scripted shows you did enjoy though?
Not in a long time.
We got to recommend you one good one that I think that the consensus is something that you would enjoy, maybe. All right, but tell me a little bit about what John Oliver is doing with these.
Well, all his new shows are filmed from his house in front of the White Wall of Sadness. So
the White Wall of Sadness.
Yeah,
I was watching. It was funny because Jimmy Fallon was doing it. I think it was Jimmy Fallon.
He has a slide in his house.
He's.
I
want a slide in my house.
Did you see that? Jimmy Fallon. I don't watch him normally, but my God, he has a slide in his house, built into the wall of his house on the second floor. He has like a tube slide that takes him down to the first floor kitchen. Now that's a good way to spend your money, as far as I'm concerned.
I found it so funny because Jimmy Fallon, he was like doing it very casually, the show, like his kids are running around. Yeah, and then you have like James Corden, who has like a full thing set up behind him. Like he's working from home. And I just have the question, did he set that all up himself? Or did someone else come and do it for him? Because like it's
I don't really watch Corden that much. Nothing to do with Corden himself. I just thought he replaced Craig Ferguson, and Craig Ferguson was really funny. And I held a grudge.
When I was in school, I had a friend who was a huge fan of Stephen Colbert. Is he still on?
He's still awesome. Yeah, he's on. He took over for Butterman.
So, who is John Oliver your favorite of the late night show, talk show hosts?
Probably. But Colbert is a great one. Seth Meyers, I think, can do some really good stuff occasionally.
There was actually a question that I saw on Reddit that I think I want to bring up to you. It's actually about America's Got Talent. The question was ranking. Yeah, every judges panel ranked. So this guy posted this thread. What?
That's a good idea.
This guy posted this thread with the ranking of the judges, and he was very wrong, is what I will say. How would you rank? Just off the top of your head, I over the course of the show we have had 8. I don't expect you to know all 8, but what would you say were your top 3 panels
for what show?
America's Got Talent.
Well, the best was God damn it. I mean,
this is a good question.
That's a good question, but I think the answer has to be the Howie, Heidi, Mel, Howard Stern panel.
Yeah, almost that's my favorite too. This guy ranked that panel second. His favorite was Howie, Sharon, and Piers, which is
no.
Which is just sorry. No. He wrote, "What a panel!" That's all I can say.
Piers cannot be on the winning panel. Sharon, and Howie has to be on the winning panel, unfortunately.
Piers trashed Lindsey Sterling. Like, dude.
Piers is not allowed on the winning panel.
On that alone, he's dead to me.
There's a lot more than that makes him dead to me, but
okay. His third place panel was Howie, Sharon, and Howard, which I do like. All the panels with Simon, with one exception, are the bottom, like on the lower portion of the ranking. The only one in that mix is also David, Brandy, and Piers. Were you watching the show when that was on?
That was off and on. I was watching that first season, but not really.
Did you have a favorite?
I don't remember that season. I wasn't watching.
You know, the first time I ever
think the more fun thing to rank would be the best idol panels.
The best idol panels.
I mean, number one is obviously going to be Paula Simon.
That's an unfair question because I didn't watch those. I started on season 9, so I was when it was Kara, Randy,
So
Simon.
you started with the worst. I know you didn't start with the worst. Actually, no. No. I remember we all thought Kara was the worst. Those were the days.
It's so funny though because I was watching old Britain's Got Talent auditions this past week from like the early season, like Paul Potts, Connie Talbot, and what just struck me for I think it was Connie's audition that I saw was that she sings this phenomenal performance. Like the judges are crying, people in the audience are like just weeping. It's like this big thing, and no one's the judges don't do standing ovations, and I was floored. I was like, nothing for this girl. Like if this was today, not only that, what was so different was after she sang, there was no like huge rush of music. It was just like silent. It was like a live show, an American Idol. I was like, this is great. Like this is why this show is great. Like nowadays, when you watch it back and forth, it has become so overproduced.
Yes.
It's like painful because it was just so simple. Like it wasn't what it was is they weren't trying to make YouTube videos. Like they weren't trying to go viral. It was just talent for the sake of talent. And that is like the golden age of reality TV. And now I don't even know what age we're in now, but it's not golden.
I'm trying to think who my favorite reality show judge was of all of them.
Oh, that's easy.
Go.
Howard Stern.
No, that's not what I'm picking.
I swear to God, if you say Simon.
It's not Simon either.
Okay. Wait, let me take a guess. Is it Alicia Dixon?
No.
Of all time. Favorite reality judge of all time, we're saying.
I actually think, and I think this is going to split the opinion, and everyone's going to hate me for this. I think Gary Barlow is the best one from X Factor.
I have no idea who that is. No idea who that is.
I liked him because he tried to be honest, at least sometimes, and I felt he was like Simon, but much less of a dick. And he was less pushy towards his favorites.
Well, if you are watching live, let us know in the chat. Tell us who was
I'm sure Grace
judge.
Strongly disagrees with what I just said, but let's find out.
I don't know. Howard Stern. I mean, all right. Here's a better question: if you were to put together for American Idol a panel of any singers, it could be anyone you want. Who is on your dream American Idol panel, Eric?
Let's just go with my favorite judges from all of the shows. I think Simon has to be on it.
Yeah.
Old Simon, not new Simon, old Simon. Back when Simon didn't suck. Let's see. I think Simon has to be on it. I think Louis Tomlinson was the most impressive judge on X Factor that I've seen. Can't stand him as a singer, but he was a good judge. I think Idol. I'm gonna ready for Grace to freak out. I'm gonna put Nicole on the panel. Sorry, I actually kind of like her on X Factor. She sucked at first. She got better.
All right.
And then the last person should be let me think. I mean, Kelly Clarkson. Done.
I like Kelly. That's what I will say. I liked her before she was a traitor. All right, here's my American Idol dream panel.
And actually,
Number one.
Take off Nicole, and replace her with maybe Leona Lewis.
All right, that's a good panel. Now that I'm just thinking, yeah,
I like 3 singing show alumni on the panel. I like that idea.
All right, if I can make any judges panel, This will probably change like when I put more thought into it. But just off the top of my head, number one, who I've always wanted to be a judge, who would be my favorite, Sarah Bareilles. I think she'd be a good choice.
I mean, she kind of hasn't done anything in a while, but maybe.
She was actually a judge on a show. I don't know which. She was on one of these shows. I think it might have been the a cappella show.
Oh, yeah, she was on the
That
sing-off.
Pentatonics was from.
Yeah.
How many seasons was the sing-off on for?
I don't know. I never watched it.
That was what Pentatonics came from, right? Yes, Grace says the sing-off. Yeah, Sarah Bareilles, just personal dream. I would say her. I would say Ed Sheeran, honestly.
He's kind of too boring.
Poor. No, he's
as
like
a personality, he's boring. And his first album was boring, but he's a good singer and a good songwriter and an amazing performer. But when he's talking, he's boring. That's what I'm trying to say.
And so for my last judge, I would say, everyone wants Kelly Clarkson to be a judge. I would want Carrie Underwood. That's my judging panel.
No.
Carrie Underwood, Sarah Bareilles, and Ed Sheeran. I think that's a good panel.
I think my panel is better.
In the chat, whose judging panel is better? Let's repeat ours again. So mine is Sarah Bareilles, Ed Sheeran, Carrie Underwood. Eric's is, go ahead.
Louis Tomlinson on the far left. Kelly Clarkson, Leona Lewis, Simon Cowell. Old idol Simon Cowell, not new Simon Cowell.
Maybe I would put Michael Bublé in there as a fourth. No. Eric just does not like my panel.
If I'm getting rid of one of them, by the way, I'm getting rid of Simon. So if we're going to do a free and free, my free would be Kelly, Leona, and Louis Tomlinson.
But I will say, if we were doing this for like America's Got Talent, right off the bat, top of my head, Lindsey Sterling as a judge. I would love that.
Why aren't there more alumni on these show panels?
Because it's not for that. When you're putting together the judges, you're just trying to sell names.
I think the idea of Idol season 16, what they should have done, they should have had an all alumni panel.
They won't do that because then how are we going to make headlines with Katy Perry when she's pregnant? Come on, Eric.
We don't need that. We should.
We don't.
That would have been the way, the bridge from the old show to the new show.
It just can't have. It's got to be like an American Idol All Stars, which that's a good question to talk about. So, how would you feel about an All Stars American Idol season?
The same way I feel about an All Star X Factor season. I'm thoroughly against it.
What if it was like only contestants who made top 5, but not the winner or runner up?
Still against it.
Wait, why is that bad?
Because if there's no prize at the end for the person, I don't want it to happen.
It's a recording contract.
Fine, maybe I wouldn't mind it.
Who would you want on an American Idol All-Star season? But under those rules, not the winner or runner-up, but top 5. And I already know one of them. Oh, is share my top 5?
Nope, top 6.
Top 6. All right, it'll be top 6.
No, we can make it top 5, and I could still do it. There's so many from the year's 4th placers who I would put in that category.
I would put Jax, Gina, Holly.
Gina was 2nd.
Angie Miller.
Gina was 2nd.
Angie Miller. Janelle Arthur. This is hard. James Durbin. That's a good name.
James Durbin is the first one you said that I would include.
Casey James from season 9.
Nope.
No? Who was season 12? I don't want Amber. Who came in 5th place? I'm rewatching this with the All-Star season like this. Yeah, I agree. It would probably end up in a disaster, but I think it's still fun to speculate. So Grayson Gill in the chat. Who would you say under those rules for American Idol All Stars, top 5, but not the first or second placers for an All Star season? Who else would you want on?
Well, I'll start. I would definitely want James Durbin, Haley Reinhart, Allison Ear.
Oh, Haley, yes.
Allison.
Yes.
Let's see who else. Season 11, who is?
That sucks. No Gina? That would be awful.
No. Joshua Odette, maybe.
Ooh, yes. Josh. He would win that season. He would just win by default.
No, he wouldn't.
Right.
Who else? Season 13. Yeah, no. Season 14.
Wait, who was season? That was Jax. That was Tiana. Rayvon. Ooh, Rayvon. Rayvon's a good one.
I'm trying to think.
We can put Melinda Doolittle under those rules. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we can. There's a lot.
It's hard.
There's so many people who've been robbed.
Lacey. I want Lacey.
No. We can put her there if we can agree that she comes in last.
Why do you hate Lacey so much? This lady is just, she's trying to entertain you, Eric. Why won't you let her entertain you?
I'm just compared to all the other people we've named, she's just nowhere near as good as any of them.
I would kind of want Gabby Barrett because I feel like the season would need a villain.
No, stop that one.
I've warmed a little bit slightly to Gabby. I know there's some drama about her, but like vocally, like her run on the show, I was a diehard Maddie fan, but she had some good performances.
Oh, she had some great performances. I was rooting for her, and then I started figuring more about her. So,
who came in 4th that season? I can't even remember some of these people. Don't tell me. Wait, what? Cade. Who came in? Oh, I always pronounce his name wrong. That's who I remember. He was on the show. What? Michael J. Woodard. Yes. Who was even the top 5 from last season? I don't even. There was Lacey came in 5th. Jeremiah in 6th. Who was 4th? Alejandro. Oh, Madison Vandenberg. Gil wrote no. Michael Woodard. Yes, I told you. I remember. Wait, who came? So, what season was I even talking about? Last season, there was Lacey in 5th. There was 3rd was Madison.
Who the hell was 4th?
Help us out. Who was in 4th last season in the chat?
I totally forgot.
Don't look this up. This is a mystery. We got to figure this out. Madison and who came in 4th?
Did someone?
There has to have been.
I know someone came in 4th.
It was Lane, Alejandro, Madison.
I have no memory.
This is so hard. Wade.
Really? Wade came in 4th?
I have no idea. I totally forgot that dude. Completely forgot him. Absolutely no idea. How did he get 4th? The only thing I remember was every time they would cut to him, like before going live, he would be in front of
a claw machine. The claw machine was the only thing I remember. Oh my god!
That was the only.
I totally forgot he existed. That's not good.
Would he be on your All-Star season?
I mean, I guess we're gonna have to make it up to him. So yes, he would be now.
They would just have him with the claw machine. The guy, Grace said, the dude who failed at the claw machine.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so he made it past Jeremiah?
That was a mess of a season last year. I mean, my God.
I mean, what the? Last season was just awful. Wrong.
You know what? It was awful, but it wasn't to begin with. I was so high on that season. We had Ashley.
It was awful from day
Jeremiah. We had
there were 2 people I liked out of all the auditions, and they were the only 2 people I liked for the rest of the season. Last season was just awful.
the moment that season fell
And
apart
the
was
only
the
reason
moment
we-
Ashley
the
Hess
only-
went home.
And the only reason we look back on it fondly is because X Factor Celebrity followed it.
Uh, I like to play like what if scenarios in my head. So Lane Hardy was cut season 16 of American Idol. If he had made it, do you think he would have won? Do you think
No.
he beats Maddie?
No.
You don't think he beats Maddie?
Well, I didn't think Maddie beat any of them either, but so yeah, sure.
Maddie's still my favorite.
I know
I've said it before, but of all these reality shows, I've watched American Idol, The Voice, X Factor. My all-time favorite winner is still Cassidy Pope. No reaction, Eric?
Well, I can't edit this right now, so there's no reaction. Oh wait, I figured out something.
We should do since we're gonna run out of American Idol.
I figured it out.
You got to put an X there, like Adam is wrong times 100. Yeah, I want to ask Maddie and Lane Hardy, our first two winners of American Idol. If there had been a final round after season 17, Lane Hardy's crowned the winner. Now he goes on to the final. It's like in Pokemon. You've beaten the Elite Four. You go to the championship round. Lane opens the door, and there is Maddie Poppy for one last showdown. Lane Hardy versus Maddie Poppy. Who wins?
Maddie.
Do you really think so? I would hope that would be the case, but I would terrified by the thought of that scenario, because if Lane Hardy wins, oh my God. Can you imagine?
I mean, I don't care about it as much as you because I don't really like either of them, but anyway.
Thoroughly invested in Maddie. But anyway, another thing I was saying was since we're going to be running out of podcasts, not podcasts, but American Idol show to kind of talk about, maybe we should do like a most robbed contestant on American Idol. And if so, Eric, just off the top of your head, who's getting that title? Most robbed American Idol contestant, and why is it Pia Toscano?
It is not Pia Toscano, it is Adam Lambert.
I didn't watch that season. That doesn't count.
It counts. And I say that as someone who likes Chris and has seen Chris live several times. And
I saw Chris live.
Yeah, both of them are great.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
Fine.
If
I
you
didn't
put
watch
Chris
that
on
season.
any other season, I would have had no issues with him winning. But Adam's just in a different league.
All right. I didn't watch that season. So other than that matchup, who is the most robbed contestant in Idol history? And is it Pia? Ooh, Gil says Haley Reinhart. That season, see the double headers of 10 and 11 are the best seasons of American Idol. Of the ones I saw.
Results, sort of, but best
season. Well, yeah, but I will say, aside for the results, I think season 11 is the strongest season we've ever seen. But
honestly,
season 10 is
season 11 had a stronger result with season 10 for me.
I would have been happy.
Philip live. Philip live is awesome. Philip is awesome live. He was terrible on the show. He's gotten without because he was sick the whole time, I think.
Season 11, from the top 7 on, I would have been okay with anyone winning. I could have made a case for every. I know some people like to say top 6, but no, I would have liked Colton to win. That season, I was a diehard. Every in those early seasons, I don't get invested in American Idol like I used to. Like it's very rare for me. The closest I have.
Yeah,
is
we should do.
Year.
We're gonna do a most robbed contestants podcast at some point.
But what I was saying was, when I get invested in, like, I get hardcore invested in that. And that season, I was diehard for Colton Dixon and Holly Kavanaugh. They were my top 2 all season. They were returning contestants. They were the first returning contestants of returning contestants for me. I was ready to root for them all the way through. And top 7 week, they're the bottom 2. It was the worst. It was the worst. Like, I was in high school at that time, and I was physically stressed during those weeks. Like, I don't get that way about the show anymore, and I want to, but it just doesn't grip me anymore. But what did Grace say?
Clay Aiken. Which until he became a bit of a douche canoe, I would have agreed.
Douche canoe.
I stole that from someone else. Anyway, I'm going to say that it's almost time for Idol to start.
Yes. So I guess we will kind of wrap this up. Greg said Colton got eliminated because he sucked that week. You are wrong. You're probably right. You remember it better than I do. But anyway, American Idol is starting in 10 minutes. So really quickly, in the last 60 seconds of us still going live, if you're in the chat, let us know what you thought of this. Kind of an informal, thrown at the last minute, casual thing. Let us know if you'd like us to keep doing it. Otherwise, I will say I'm Adam Samuel, yada, yada. If you're watching at this point, you know where you can find me. Where can we find you, Eric?
Eric _Ascher on Twitter, ericascher.com, bit.ly/ericlovevids.
All right. Well, I guess it's kind of what we'll do. So the show starts 10 minutes. Fingers crossed for Genevieve and Travis. I'm not too hopeful about Travis, but that's where we're at, guys. Thank you for joining us.
We'll
let
be
us
back
know what
later
you
this
thought.
week
We will be back later this
with a
week.
normal pre-recorded episode.
Yeah, and then moving forward, I might just do some more. We might do more of these like casual things. Yes, do for the live shows if they ever come out. That is a fun idea with kind of last minute predictions. I like that idea, Gil. Maybe we will. So yeah, Eric, I am not in control of this, so I will say take her home.
Bye, everybody. See you soon.
Peace.